Well, here we are. We have been rained out, pouring rain most of the day, and here it is a little after 4, and we're finally getting the opportunity to go out into the woods and look for the ever elusive Michigan wild turkey. Well, we split up. Great Bear's going down to the opening down the road. This is a crapshoot tonight. There's not much we can do. We're doing the best to try to figure these birds out. There's a few tracks out here. They've been moving. We're just gonna sit here for about an hour, do some calling, and then move on. Sitting in the turkey blind here, reading contradicting turkey tactics. One website will tell you one thing, another one will tell you another thing. None of them make any sense. But been here for about an hour and we're not getting any gobbles. It's late in the day. I don't think they're gonna gobble this late in the day, but we have had it happen before. And contrary to what you may read on the internet and what you may read on Google or Facebook, we just go with what's happened to us in the past. So,
you know what everything says online?
what?
Watch birds fly into a tree. How are you supposed to watch birds fly into a tree? There are 8 million pine trees in the woods. How do you know where they're gonna go?
I'm with you.
You don't. But I think it's time to move on.
And that's that.
That's it. And knowing then.
Demonetized YouTube. Welcome to the Nomad Camp.
We're not monetized.
It's not often we invite the fans into our humble abode.
Sometimes.
No camp, no TV camp.
Here we are.
But we have a
with
TV.
Jer Bear and Gray Bear.
Aho!
Uh-huh.
See what I did there? Aho.
Just throw a little synopsis of today.
Today's events.
Yeah.
Moist was the word for the day.
Yes.
The word of the day.
The word of the day is moist, moisture.
Birds hanging in the woods, man, in the thick stuff.
Wetness.
I mean, I don't know. There's so many.
Not hanging in the thick stuff.
No, we're supposed to be out in the open, but not in our open. Somebody else is open. Not in Keith's open.
So the morning was a washout.
Wash.
Literally.
Literally.
Sank into the swamp. The entire morning sank in the swamp.
Oh! Sorry about that.
Short-handed goal, people. Short-handed goal.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, the penalty was over?
He just came out.
Okay.
They caught him on the pass when he just got out.
Oh, really? He's the guy that got penalized? All right.
We're watching hockey in the background on the TV over there, so sorry about that.
Yeah. Nice.
Right to him.
Anyway, so that was the end of today. The end of today. We turkeys crossing the road at
Artesia Beach Road at 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30.
Scuttling over behind the houses.
Yep.
That was the
nothing down.
boys.
So nothing down Emory Road. Nothing.
Turkey tracks everywhere. No turkeys.
Nothing across the street. No gobbles. No returns. No gobbles. Gobbles.
on the interwebs that if you do have a day like today, that's rainy, dreary, yucky, the Toms will go all hee-haw next chance they get because they had lost time.
They have the blue balls.
They have the blue
The
balls.
boobles, yes, they do have the boobles.
All right, well, thanks for coming to the Nomad Outdoors camp. And
I think that was a band.
We're gonna watch some more hockey
and raise a glass to you guys, our fans.
Thanks, fans.
Thanks for being our fans.
Yep.
This is just my blue.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that anymore. We're not on TV. We're on our own TV show. We do what we want. That's why I can say blue balls. Get away with it. Plug your kids' ears.
All right, we're recording.
All right.
Okay, so here we are in the woods. Look around. Let's see. What is it? It's May 2nd. It's 9:30.
Move it. There you go. Move it.
It's May 2nd, 9:30. We're set up a little bit.
So Cruel Dog went off on his own. He's set up on the opening where we set up a couple blinds. When we were driving around, we saw a hen run by over here, and then where there was the hen
Closer to
the hen went that direction, over that way, running, and then over that way we saw another one in the woods. There's
that away.
Yes, there's a bunch of tracks here.
And poo.
And poo. So we're gonna sit here. Put the
You're looking at
decoys
me,
on.
or you're looking in there. You're looking there.
Huh? I'm not. I'm looking nowhere.
Oh.
So, but so we're gonna set up. There's this deadfall behind us. We're gonna set up in there, and yeah, and we put the decoys out on a berm so they can kind of be seen either direction. And we're gonna give it a go. Give it a couple hours.
Belt out some calls and sit for a few minutes and
See what happens.
in the words of the dog, see if anything shakes loose.
Yes.
Which I don't really want to say because I haven't pooed yet this morning.
You don't want that shaking. So.
All right, I'm going to go move the truck.
We're going to get the truck parked, get set up, get back with you guys.
Got tired of sitting in the truck, driving around looking for turkeys. They're not responding to calls. Nothing to do with calling. So I'm sitting in this little makeshift ground blind. Needs a little bit more cover. I may work on it and fix it up a little bit. But I don't know. I think sitting's going to be a little bit better than driving around. We'll see hours from now.
Well, we sat for what? An hour and a half?
Yeah.
And skunked.
We haven't seen anything. KD hasn't seen anything. And he just said, nothing's going to happen until I move anyway. And I said, exactly. This is what I've been saying the whole time. The only way to hunt turkey is to not hunt turkey, apparently. Because if it... Ooh. It's a jaguar tooth I found. There. Keep that big necklace. We're gone. There's no tracks after the rain yesterday. There's no tracks. We come back. There's tracks in our tracks. It's inevitable.
Even over here, there's pretty heavy tracks that look somewhat recent. There's some doo-doo, and that wasn't there yesterday. Huh?
What?
So that just tells us that they're going to be where we aren't. So when we leave here and come back, there's going to be tracks like they were all yee-yaw everywhere.
Oh, no.
What do you got there?
I gotta go to the dentist to get this thing fixed. Sort of flipper.
Anyways,
That's
we'll reconvene.
Turkey poop ride. Shut the shed door.
Here we are, later in the afternoon, 1:45. Haven't seen or heard anything.
What we seen?
Oh yeah, this
39
morning.
balmy degrees.
Yeah, 39.
Sprinkling.
Tinkling.
Sprinkle tinkle. Just
Go
enough
tinkles.
to like put mist on your camera. Probably
that's it.
rusty inside.
try and turn around?
What's that?
Do you want me to try and turn around?
He's swinging wide to us. Where is he now?
Back behind us. Like behind me.
Jeremy.
What?
Is that to the left, right?
Yeah.
Shit. Jeremy, we gotta switch spots. Because if he comes around the horn in this clearing, you can shoot. Watch to your left. He's over here.
I think he might have been going to the road.
I thought he was going around that way. Do you want to come back here?
I'm gonna try and circle around.
Damn it.
He's out further that way. He's out towards the trail.
Going up and down the trail.
He might be.
Behind us.
That spot there?
See that spot right there?
That's where you were.
That's where I put Jeremy. And then over there, underneath the pine, where the deadfall meets the pine, I went in there.
Where was the bird?
And I thought the bird was coming this way. So that's why I set him there, he could get a cross shot here.
Right.
But it didn't. It came behind us. And it showed up, you see where this trench is?
Yeah.
It showed up back in there. If he would have been sitting there, he could have had a shot at it.
But he never came out.
And he came out, but then they know when you're hitting that call, they know exactly where that sound's coming
Right.
from. And I think he looked right at me
Man.
and was
You're
like,
not a turkey.
it's not a turkey.
You're not a turkey. All right. We're going to
So-
post that real quick.
So
That's gonna be
anyways, so I got Jeremy there and I'm there, and he shows up out there. I can see him, but he's an obvious Jake. I couldn't even see a beard. Very young bird. If Jeremy was there, he could have got a shot. But he came in. I thought he took off that way. But then we started hearing gobbling behind us. So I think he came out and circled and went back the other direction, and there's a big clear cut back there. And he went into that clear cut and started to circle back around. And the only other thing I could think of is I wanted, so that the same thing didn't happen again, I wanted me and Jeremy to flip spots. He could have been peeking through the clearing, saw us flip spots, and then boom, gone. But he hit. I was calling, and he hit a couple of clucks, and he was like, to me, they did not sound like, hey, I wanna. It was more like, what, what's that, and that's the last we heard.
Yeah, it was weird because he started making like a hen call almost. Like he went from like doing.
Yeah, there's no good spot here. I mean, unless you guys tuck in between them pines.
And that's what I was saying.
But the problem was we're sitting here, and I'm like, that bird's there, and you don't know if it's coming as 300 yards, 100 yards. How close is it? Do you have enough time to go
he ran. That first gobble that we heard was a ways off.
Yeah, it was.
Then I hit it again, and it's like,
you didn't have
he's
enough
right there.
time to go on the other side of this pile. You needed to sit up here and try to get him to come out.
My problem is, as you even said, is when we were sitting there, we had to get him to come past us.
Right.
They will not pass you. Because, like he said, they know where the sound's coming from. They can hear, I mean, they hear the hen calls.
Yeah, the only choice you had was to get into them pines. What are you going to do? Let's go over there.
Like, this ain't turkey country. There ain't no turkeys here.
Yeah.
And then you call, and lo and behold.
Yeah, guess what we hear? Turkeys. So we had another response. This one was kind of weird.
It was a hen.
A hen was calling. We thought there was another hunter screwing with us. So we listened, but man, if it was another hunter, he was very good at calling, and he was coming to us. So we tried to do another hasty setup, and I think when Keith started the truck to drive away, I think it spooked the hen. I think it maybe we heard a couple of gobbles off in the distance, but running gunning, it's not for us old men.